Welcome back to Collectability. Today, we are going to reveal for the first time the new Collectability Packaging. Why, you may ask, are we doing new packaging? It's because we've all been there. We've been waiting to get a watch anxiously in the mail. It arrives, we open up the box, and then, if you're lucky, in a Ziploc bag wrapped in newspaper, your new treasure reveals itself. It's a very disappointing experience when you spend tens of thousands of dollars to receive a watch that's wrapped so poorly. In fact, I recently bought a watch from an auction house in excess of $100,000, and the watch arrived in the most disappointing packaging I think I've ever seen. To the degree that I think the watch could be damaged while it's being transported. So I encourage all of you to comment below on your worst experiences of what packaging you've received when you've bought a watch. And I think we could share some interesting stories together. But now I'd like to show you a new type of packaging from us that addresses a lot of these challenges. Once you receive a watch today from Collectability, this is what you will receive. This beautiful box that has a silk pull tab. You get to open it up. And the first thing you're going to see is this little folder, which has some very important information in it. It'll have an extract from the archive or the certificate of origin. It will have a note. A side note, it's become a tradition at Collectability that I personally write a note to each and every one of our buyers. I've actually had people reach out to me if they were missing a note for me to send one so they could have the complete package from every piece from Collectability. So it's been a tradition that as long as we can, I'm gonna keep writing notes for every watch that we sell. You'll also have every other piece of documentation that was included with the watch. And to the watch itself, this is how the pocket watches are packaged. Just lift the little internal box and you'll find your watch. Slip case opens up and here you can reveal your new treasure. Now, we've decided that each piece will be sealed in plastic before we send it to you. This is for good reason. It's happened before. A watch can get drenched in the rain. I've had various carriers, let's just say, subject the watches to moisture, and this is not something that's good for the health of your watch. So we seal each of these so that once you receive it, you could take out your scissors and you could cut it open just as if you're buying a new double sealed Patek Philippe for the first time. It's going to be delivered to you sealed, even though it's a vintage watch. And here is the new addition to our packaging that I'm very excited to share with you today. With each watch, you're going to find a QR code. The QR code enables you, through the push of a button with your phone, to open up a direct link to your watch that you just purchased from Collectability. This enables you to very easily have a digital record of each individual timepiece, including instructions and any other documentation that watch was born with. And it's just a great way to keep your collection organized for now and for the future. Now I'd like to take a look at some of the other packaging that we're using for wristwatches. So it's the same idea. You open up the slipcase, you lift up the center section, and here you go. In this case, your brand new reference 2526 from 1954. And all of us who have opened sealed Patek Philippe's before, and I'm talking factory sealed, know the pleasure of being the first one to actually cut open that watch. I know these are vintage watches, so it's not the same feeling, but I admit it's great pleasure to cut one of these open and a watch that's 70 years old to put on your wrist. A watch that's embedded, authenticated, and is ready to wear for you for now and for generations ahead. So the wristwatches and the pocket watch packaging is very similar. And the idea is you could stack and organize your collection over time in a discreet manner in your vault or wherever you keep your watches. And for now and for the future, you're gonna know where your pieces are, you're gonna know they're safely protected, in this beautiful packaging so that you could enjoy those watches as much as possible. And I'm excited to send you your next collectability watch in this packaging. And I think you'll be quite pleased with the way it is presented and the way it's protected once it arrives on your doorstep. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe Collectability on YouTube, also Instagram. And until I see you again, enjoy the hunt.